Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking about Clover Health, giving you a quick update towards this one, with a lot of weighting going towards technical analysis, as I did cover this one previously. Now, here what we're going to do is a bit more as well towards latest news, institutional buyers, so let's jump right into this one. My previous video is in the description below, but today we can take a look into some of the latest news. Now for this one here, we've already gone through the first quarter 2021 results and compared them a little bit towards their outlooks and seen that we can still trust them in the majority of the part and how that compares towards what we're anticipating for the next coming years. Now on the SEC filings as well, we don't have anything new past that 17th of May mark. However, institutional buyers seem to be really bullish into this one, adding hundreds of thousands of shares on there. So that is definitely quite interesting to see from institutional part of view. Now, another thing that I do want to highlight here is the massive short flow that keeps on increasing. Currently, and basically, it's very close to around 40%, which is in itself one of the highest currently in the market. And so it's definitely kind of being watched by a lot of retail investors as, is a short squeeze going to happen? Even if it's just a little bit of a shorter term and more of a smaller bump in price, perhaps to 12, 15 bucks. But a short squeeze seems to be something that is a lot of people are looking at and pinpointing at. Now, another thing here on Yahoo, it does show around 925 as of April 30th, 2021. Although something is interesting here because the short or just general float here seems to be around 16 million, which is not actually accurate because the total shares to float is 112 million. Now, yes, it did get a downgrade down to 9 bucks on the 17th as well. And another thing here we want to look at is that we don't have much of a forecast to go for from analyst point of view. Moving on towards the high short interest stocks in general in the market, you get to see that Clover Health is actually one of the most shorted stocks. Here we report 34.21% towards the short side. And some other big names that are on here are Workhouse, Root, OnTrack, Blink, and Charging. But you get to see that the average short interest is very close to that 40% anyway. And so if we were to see, for instance, a more of a short side squeeze, it is very likely in Clover Health. Now we can move on towards technical analysis and talk a little bit more about this one. But before doing so, if you'd like to join this channel, make sure to subscribe and leave notifications on. It helps my channel a lot, and drop a like. Now towards technical analysis. Now on the technical analysis standpoint of view, what we get to see is that the current MACD is signaling in a really strong bullish reversal. In the next few days, we're going to be testing this positive reversal, and if it is in fact going to do so and reverse, this might actually spring really on a bullish side and up back towards testing strong resistance that I will refer to in a second. Currently, the 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA, that's the green and red line, and currently it's within this thing called the trading action zone, where most positive reversals occur between the 792 and the 707. And currently the ADX is sitting very close to the 20, around 1876, indicating that perhaps we might actually start seeing a bit of a bullish reversal again onto this one. William percent R is at neutral, and momentum is starting to pick up from the negative side. Now, stochastic fast and stochastic slow both are actually picking up a little bit of momentum and a little bit going on towards higher side, which is definitely a bullish thing to keep in mind. Now, another thing here is that the moving average band, it's expected that this one trades 874 in the top, 795 in the middle, and 715 in the bottom. Meanwhile, the Bollinger Bands are 1001 on the top and 588 in the bottom. What does that mean? Well, you get to see that technically there's a lower or smaller downside to this one than an upper side. And the moving averages indicates that 10 bucks is not out of reach, and it could be very possible in the next few days. Now, Fibonacci retracements, we see a significant resistance at 888, 1048, 1177, 1307, 1491, and 1725. Significant support at 630. Now, we can go ahead and draw some price line action point of views. And what we get to see is that there is a very strong support sitting at the 694 level. Below there, it's 660. Current resistances, a strong one exists at the 763. Above there, 820. Above there, we're looking at 883. Going towards there, 943, 1052. I'm not just naming the resistances, but these are some strong ones. 1129, and finally, one of the strongest ones are 1324, followed by 1433, and then up from there towards 1595. And then we come to the question to Ed, what do you actually think about Clover Health? And in short, I do like what they stand for. I do think that it is a really bullish move with everything they have in terms of capital and what they can actually accomplish with. They have all the missing pieces right on there that other companies struggled with. They have capital, they have management, they have a demand. They can easily expand geographically to other states and all states throughout in the next few years. And so they have all the pieces to the puzzle. My question, in a lot of the people's minds question, is can they actually pull off what they projected? Now, their current projections give you around 2024 to 2025 a net positive cash flow, which is not hard to establish, but it's a little bit harder to do so. It's easier said than done. And I do think that in the longer term, if they actually do follow their outlook, they will be very bullish and their price point will reflect that. For the current time being, in the short time, this is very much due to a strong bullish reversal. And only the next week will actually tell whether we're going to be following through that or is it going to break. But this currently price point we're at, it looks very bullish to kind of throw some money at it in an almost a bit of a risky bet, but almost I'll guarantee that it will give you positive results. At least that's how I'm going to play it. Now again, I'm not a financial advisor and it really comes in towards your opinion onto this one. So let me know below, what do you think about this one? And share it with the others. And have a wonderful day.